3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. You can do this, you can do this. Okay. Hi guys, hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel, just like every single YouTuber says. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you for coming back to, to this very unorganized situation. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and stick around. I hope you enjoy this video. So first of all, before I begin the video, just a disclaimer: this video isn't meant to bash anyone or anything. So it is literally just an information thing, just to tell you what I experienced. So this is my personal opinion. Disclaimer, this is just my personal experience. So if you want to find out more, let's get to the video. South Africa, okay, best known for Nelson Mandela, Boerewors, and lekker music. But like, that's what we know from TV. So what about the things that you don't know? What about the things that I experienced, the shocking things? So in this video, I am going to tell you about the shocking things that I experienced on my stay here. Okay, so the very first thing that shocked me was the food. Okay, so I'm not trying to say that the food is like completely different, which it isn't. You typically find here what you'd find in Tanzania, in Uganda, in Malawi, Zambia, whatever country you mention it. But what shocked me in particular was the amount of food that comprises of GMOs. So for those who don't know, GMOs are genetically modified organisms. So I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, nor am I saying it's a good thing. This is something that the scientists would argue about. Now the thing is that when having GMOs, it results in having food that is huge. So you'd have a chicken thigh the size of your palm and it tastes like paper. So that's one thing that really shocked me, not having to find many organic things that taste like what I am used to, that tastes like chicken. Not to be offensive, but yeah. Okay, so number 2, language and diversity. So what shocked me in particular was, obviously the diversity of languages. South Africa has like 11 languages, guys, 11, okay? And also just the amount of diversity when it comes to like gender and sexuality. In majority of African countries, you wouldn't even bother to utter the word saying that I am part of the LGBTQIAP plus community. That is just seen as taboo.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
When I first came here, it was quite a shock, and having to learn all about that was quite an amazing experience, and having to see the diversity of people. And also another thing that shocked me in particular was the fact that people assume that you speak a certain language. There have been many times that I've been stopped and someone would speak to me in Zulu or Xhosa, and they would say, whatever they're saying, and I'd always have to say that, oh, sorry, I'm not from here. And they would assume that, oh, you look Xhosa, you look Zulu. And I'm like, that's kind of weird, because, we're both Africans, and how can you assume that, I speak a certain language due to the way that I look. Even I've been guilty of having to judge someone for that. I would look at my friend. Okay, I met someone and I assumed that they either speak Xhosa or Zulu, and they spoke Afrikaans, and I was like, okay, you go. That's pretty amazing. That's what shocked me about it, because back home you speak, majority of the languages that would speak would be either Chichewa, English, and Tumbuka most of the time. and other people do have the chance to speak other languages, but at a very limited area, should I say so. Number 3, safety. So before I came here, people's main concern was how safe the country is. Okay, so you'd hear all the stories of, you know, gender-based violence and robberies, crime and xenophobia and all that. You know, these are things that you'd see on TV and you really wouldn't connect to them because they weren't right in your face or right in your neighborhood or right in your surroundings. So when I came here, it was quite a click to the head, having to understand that, okay, this is something that is real and something that you always have to be concerned about. So number 4 is the racial divide and inequality in this country. Back to my point of, you know, diversity and all that. It's not like this thing happened willingly. Okay, the country has a history of apartheid and, you know, inequality, racial discrimination, racism and all that. So unfortunately, this has had effects that, you know, are still present till this day. Unfortunately, this also brings in the inequality of, you know, minority groups. Oh, my battery is low. Minority groups, and here we are having to see that xenophobia is happening in front of our eyes. And, you know, at first you don't really feel connected when you're far away from the action, and when you're here you start to feel more cautious about it and you learn more about it. So this really shocked me of, you know, how people are so passionate about, you know, their rights and all that, because I know in other countries you never hear people, you know, fight for their rights and, you know, fight for racial discrimination and equality, because, you know, we're free from that. We don't have to be segregated and all that. But unfortunately it happened here, and that's something that I'm continuing to learn about, and that's I guess it's a nice lesson. It's a nice lesson to learn. So South Africa is known to have beautiful landscapes. So just like every other country where, you know, you have beautiful landscapes and all that, South Africa in particular has a variety of amazing places to see, amazing things to do and experience. And that's what really shocked me, in a sense that, you know, it is exploited in a good way. I don't know, utilized, should I say utilized? It is utilized in a way that conserves the history and the areas and the nature that makes it even more attractive. And wow, kudos to you guys, amazing job with that. And that is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button too, and be sure to share this video with your mom, dad, your aunts, your uncles, and your
grandfather.
Bye.